This is Everything Empress. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. If you want a more personal, you can reach me at patreon.com/code with the cards. This message is for Libra or Taurus. All right, 1 second. I'm looking for the live. One moment. What's up, y'all? I'm looking for my own live, y'all. I see it on here, but I guess they just don't want me to be able to click it, huh? What's up, y'all? I'm so glad it's Friday because my ass is exhausted. Oh, hey. I'm waiting for them to release this live, y'all. They should release it in a second. You know how they do. Make sure y'all like this for me. Like it, like it, like it. If you haven't done so, hit subscribe. Like it, hit subscribe. Like it, hit subscribe. There we go. It's a damn shame it took all of that, y'all. All right, what's up, everybody? Make sure y'all like this for me. Likey, likey. I will be doing the Cash App Live Guarantee today. I didn't like the energy yesterday, remember? I was like, bro, it's something about the energy. I don't like it. I'm not gonna go live because I'm not feeling that, but I'm cool now. It says, I can't find no water. Hi there. Is it cold there? It's freezing here. No, it's actually okay. It was like it was about 70-ish today. Did y'all see that did y'all see Brazil? Isn't that crazy? They didn't report anything about Brazil. And like Brazil was like 130 degrees today. Isn't that crazy? And it was raining. I've never ever seen no shit like that. Like, and I keep up with certain stuff like that, some capacity. But like 130 degrees in the Amazon? Yeah. Wait till y'all see what I'm about to post on Patreon. Y'all gonna be like, yo, you been saying this shit, bro. You been saying that shit. I told y'all that though. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna post it on my Patreon, y'all, or my members only. It says, wait, what? That's insane, right? I mean, at this point, I don't think it's any. I don't think it's any animals, survived animals, and it's the fact that nobody said nothing about it. Like Brazil is like 130 degrees. Everything that's over there, South America in general, had like a heat rush. Like it's hot as shit over there. Like all of that stuff over there in that direction is like smoldering right now. Like some sort of climate change. Wait till y'all see this thing I'm about to put on Patreon. They was having conversations about the weather, and it was so crazy how inhumane societies are, where they would rather have control than to care about the, you know what I'm saying, the human capital of people. It's so weird. And it just lets you know, because they'd be like, well, God is going to get them back. It's like, well, actually, God is within us. So, a long time ago, when people were very corrupt in the area, they would like apprehend them, remember? And they would assign someone that wasn't corrupt. But like, we forgot that that's how stuff goes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all. So we just let these people do what they want. Hey, think about it. What's up, y'all? All right, so I titled this, no, maybe in March. Y'all did a meditation session. It wasn't that long. I was actually sitting on the toilet, I'm going to be honest. Because I don't like sitting in bathrooms that long. It's probably my OCD, but whatever. Love me as I am, okay? And so I was sitting on the toilet, and I was like, I don't know if I have to poop or not, but I'm going to sit here until I do. Okay, so boom. Of course, you know how Libras are. Like, we take forever to poop. And we just be so distracted. It's like we have to find different shit to hone in on or have to really go in order to poop. It's just something with us, okay? Either way. I'm sitting there and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna meditate because I have time. And so as I'm meditating, the craziest thing in the world like showed up. It was like this guy with this big metal thing. Like it was almost like a, I don't know what the fuck to call it. It looked like one of those like blast 4000s. Okay. So what the fuck is a blast 4000? It was like a blast 4000. Like it was huge and it was metal. It almost looked like a satellite, but it had two hands on it, like it was like a Tommy thing, like on top of those war vehicles or whatever. And they had like turned it in another direction or whatever. And like all of the people were standing there like with their hands up, like, what the fuck? Like what? What? Make sure y'all like this for me. And like it was so crazy because it was like something just didn't happen. Like, and so the only thing that I could get out of that was like this storm, I guess, that we're all supposed to be preparing for. It was like they didn't have the storm, right? And then like out of nowhere, it happens in March. It was like the last week or 2 weeks in March. It was like a big, like unexpected slam. Do you hear me? Where it was just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like something is brewing now, but it's not, something is not. Does that make sense? But it was like it would help stimulate the economy to make people rush to go buy shit before quarter three comes out. You know what I'm saying? It says our governor left Texas. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Like he leaves regardless, doesn't he? It's just, I don't know. It was something about like it just wasn't serious. Like it just, I don't know that if it is gonna be serious, then I would be more concerned about what the fuck is happening in March than I would be concerned about what the fuck is supposed to happen over the weekend. Like I kind of get like, okay, it's gonna be chilly. Okay, it's gonna be cold. Okay, but whatever the fuck is brewing in March, it's like some shit's like hella off with that shit. Like that is, it's almost like they playing with like the energy behind the weather. Because before you could kind of see and pick up what the weather is energetically. You know what I'm saying? It was like it's like, all of the summer days, these last summer days, like for the last 3-4 years, it's like you don't expect them to be summer days. Does that make sense? It's like you just kind of like waiting or something. I don't know. It's like you go outside, you're like, okay, it's hot, it's supposed to be summer, but it doesn't feel like summer. Like a lot of people admitted to that this past summer, a lot of people didn't go swimming because they didn't feel like it was summer. I don't know. I kind of get that. Like, I don't know. It could be me, but I just feel like I kept hearing them saying like, oh no, it's not February, it's not January, it's March. It's March. Like it's like it just kept saying the last 2 weeks of March. Ha ha ha. Ha. And like I told you, it's like the last 2 weeks of March. Like you got the Five of Cups here. I feel like if you're an artist or a painter, I feel like you need inspiration. I feel like if you're any creative artist, I feel like you need inspiration. I feel like it's been like a lot of stuff that you've been focusing on. Let me see if I can fix this here. It's a lot of stuff that you probably have been focusing on that you just gotta like change the course of like, like what makes you inspired. I met an author, and you know what's crazy? He's very important, and I never can remember this guy's damn name. I'm gonna ask one of the kids because I remember speaking on him before, and it was like, what the fuck? Like, I like all of his books. I think it was Patterson. Maybe it wasn't Patterson. I don't remember what. I think his name was Patterson or some shit. It was something like really noble or something like the kids knew who he was. I didn't know who he was. All right, thanks, Leela. Or Layla. And so I just was like, I was like, okay. But I met him and I was casually just inside of like, you know how like Southwest and Delta and United, like they have like those lounges or whatever. And so you see, he's terrific. Wasn't him? If he has a stellar personality, like he had a British accent too. He was mad cool. And like everybody else was like gloating about him. And I had no fucking idea who he was. I mean, that happens to me often actually. And so, moral of the story, he kept saying like, because, I ask questions to people when I find out like, they got some shit going on because everybody's unique and eclectic in themselves, right? So I asked him, I'm like, so how do you get your creativity? And he was like, I'm not going to lie, like nature you know, like nature connects me to creativity. And I was like, so what do you like do? I was like, you know, because he said he was going to Colorado Springs, okay, because that's where we were. We were in Denver, and I was like, oh, he was flying from Denver to Colorado Springs, I think is where he was going. And so I just was like, oh, okay. I'm like, so like, what's in Colorado Springs? He was like, you know, it has a good like water or something like that. He was saying like it has like a beautiful water scenery, and he's like a cabin or a house or something near the water, near streaming water. And he's like, you know, he'll go out there and just kind of like, you know, like catch a vibe, right? And so I told him, I'm like, okay, so when you're out and like nothing comes to you, like what do? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you know, I don't do anything. I just let nature talk to me. And like, I have to wait until, this is him saying this. He's like, you know, I have to wait until I get my creativity back. So I feel like I'm talking to an artist here, whether you know it or not, but this actually happens a lot in tarot. Like this happens a lot in tarot. Like, because we're constantly pulling energy, there are times that our energy will just block itself the fuck off. And I feel like for whoever I'm talking to, maybe you have a tendency, think of like tapping into, you know, yourself, your own energy. Maybe you pull cards for yourself. Maybe you do energy checks for yourself, and you haven't been able to pull the right energy, or you haven't been able to tap into energy. I feel like you are in need of nature or something, in order for you to get this back or something like that. Okay, hold on, y'all. My bad. I got the air on, and it's freezing. It's like, excuse me, sir. All right, y'all. Forgive my overly big shirt, okay? But it's cold, hell. I didn't think it was gonna get that cold, goddamn. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a little cold, but it ain't gonna be a lot of cold, but no, it's freezing. Okay. It's because when I had left and I came back and the house was like heated to like 79, and I was like, what the? I was like, it's hot as hell. All right, let's see. I feel like too, this is like a different type of sun. I keep saying that. Like, I feel like your phone is gonna get hot fast. So y'all might be noticing like a lot of y'all phones are like overheating, or your phones are getting like really, really hot. Because one thing about this deck of cards, which is why it was calling me like that, you see this glare of sun that's just kind of wrapped around him despite the sun not being around him. It's like the sun is letting off something. Let's keep going. Yeah. Six of Swords. The Moon. Oh, baby. And the Eight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're looking for messages. Hey, Sting. I feel like you're looking for messages, or you're looking for like some sense of like message. You know, maybe, I mean, I'm sure you probably know that you're in the right direction, right? But I feel like you're just not getting that. Like, maybe you have a fire moon, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius moon, water, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio moon. I feel like you're looking for the message, or you're looking for like some sort of like download or something. I'm gonna slow the reading down just to verify. You got 818. You could also be seeing doubles, 666, 222, 444. You could also be seeing 333, 111, 222, something like that. Yeah. Okay. So you're definitely ruling threes. So your spark is coming back. Okay. So I feel like something is shut off. So when it comes back on, it comes back like massive. So I said this though. I said next week was a really, really good week for y'all. Hey, y'all. Next week is a really good week for y'all. It's very productive. It's showing up like hella, hella productive. And I feel like today was like your recharge, or tomorrow or Sunday is your recharge. I knew it. Bro, I feel like if you've been having like an issue with like your creativity lately, I feel like it's going to come back. You see how now this person's like back painting, back being creative, back like, you know, working on something. You got 5 and 3, that's 8. All right, so you got 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. And you have 18, so 88, 88. Somebody, that's kind of crazy. 8 times 6. Yeah, and then you have 56 here. So I feel like there's some sort of numerology or something like all around you. There's a lot of numerology around you. The Tower. 8 again. 8 plus 8, 16. 16 and 6, that's 666. 3 goes into 16. I feel like you have something that you're working on where like when I start taking these numbers away, of course it's 2 here, but when I start taking it out of 3s, you're the eyeball. It's something about like your energy today. Like it's kind of like the start of something. I feel like something does not work. Does that make sense? Like it's almost like somebody was supposed to like do something, but like it's kind of like it's like if this was like the world. I know it sounds crazy. I promise you I don't drink, I don't do drugs. But like it's almost like the world. It's like people are so tired of doing new shit that they just don't give a fuck anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, we have a fucking storm coming. Oh, whoop de fucking do. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like that's the type of energy you're in. You're like, man, any fucking way. I'm gonna go to work. If I don't have to work, I'll stay at home. If I have to work, I'm gonna drive the fuck to work. Like you don't give a fuck if the fucking building and shit, as you can see, is burning the fuck down or whatever the fuck the case may be. You're like, it doesn't matter because I feel like I think you're tired of like just all of the bullshit. Like I feel like maybe whoever I'm talking to, you probably just can't deal with some other shit no more. All right, let's see. I just feel like you just paying attention to some other shit. All right, tell me more about the Tower. 7 of Pentacles. Shit, another. I just said that the eyeball. You got the 7 of Pentacles here. Cause I feel like this is the craziest shit. Like I'm about to show y'all why I'm saying this, because y'all just heard my statement, right? About y'all like not giving a damn, right? Look at how this guy is like supposed to be petrified of these damn things, right? But do you see how he's just like holding the light up to these things? Like you say he's just holding the light up to it. Like, now what the fuck do you want? Like, what the fuck do you need? You don't see how he's holding that up there like that? He's like, man, I have shit to do. Somebody could be in school. You're like, man, I have homework, bitch. Like, I don't have nothing else for you. I feel like that's just your mindset. Like, somebody's shit is just swamped. Like, maybe you're back behind or, I don't know. Let's keep going. Yeah, King of Swords. You just don't like the way some shit is. King of Swords, King of Wands, 10 of Swords. Yeah, King of Cups. Damn. That is hilarious. Thanks, Stink. Yeah. I feel like you like, bro, just contact me when you need me. You can actually be a general manager, like an area manager, a district manager. I just feel like you go location to location or you go place to place. And like, you just like, all right, y'all doing y'all job. Okay, cool. I gotta go. Like, it's just not, you're just not in the mood to just sit and do shit. Like, I mean, normally, like if this were the summertime, I'd be like, you're lollygagging. You know what I'm saying? The weather is good. So you outside taking advantage of the sun. You know what I'm saying? So like if you're a district manager and you on your way to another location, yeah, you take a couple minutes outside, yada, 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 right? But I feel like this is not going to help. This is not going to help the economy. I know that sounds weird, but like, I feel like, because I keep hearing the economy. So like, that's the only reason I'm saying this. Because I feel like somebody's like, oh, well, this is going to help. It's going to help the economy. It's not. Because like, it's like one other thing that somebody asks you to invest in and it flops, right? And so thanks, Jocelyn. And it's like the stock market right now. You know what I mean? It's like, they're like, oh, the next best thing is this with space, or the next best thing to invest in is this and that. And it's like, nobody else is getting rich but the people that are over the projects. Do that make sense? So it's like, everybody's like running to go and invest in something. And in the process of them investing in it, is like, I feel like people are losing faith in the stock market. Like, they're losing faith in the financial system. Like, this is almost like giving like Great Depression energy. Cause like people are they're just doing whatever the fuck they want to, like this is like the end all be all. This is the end of the existence of hierarchies. I hate to say that, but you see the kings are in reverse. The King of Wands is in reverse. That's like your master people, right? And then the King of Swords is in reverse. That's like no structure. So like, I'm getting like a person is going to emerge. So like they might start talking about election for like next year, this year. That's why I feel like nobody has faith in this. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know what the fuck this is, but because I don't really talk politics, y'all know that. I very seldomly talk religion unless it's kind of correlation in the reading. But I told you. So like now somebody has to come in and like, hey, we're going to do a stimify Kimmy. Like, I mean, that's really all they could really do to help stimulate the economy. Like, and I hate to talk about politics. Like, like that's not me. I don't give a fuck about politics. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just think it's the weirdest shit in the world. I think it's the dumbest game in the world. No disrespect to anybody that, if you put time and energy into that shit, but I just don't care, you know? But I feel like you have to do something better because this is when people just stand still. You know what I'm saying? And like, for as long as these people are standing still, I feel like you're fucking golden. Cause like, I feel like whoever you are, like you got the Ace of Pentacles here and the King of Cups. You like, bro, like, shit, apparently whatever they trying to stop you from doing, it's almost like whatever it is that they're telling you that you're not doing or can't do or shouldn't do or it's useless, you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So it's damn near like, well, this is what we need. Like, no, motherfucker, you said you didn't want this. Because you take an ace from the Nine of Pentacles, it's the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Nobody was caring about your hard work. I mean, they do now because you have the Eight of Pentacles under there, remember? But there's a chat, I told you. Watch how many opportunities. Listen to me. I don't lie. Y'all know that, right? I don't cap. I don't be on this bitch lying. I don't be saying shit just to make you feel better. But like, remember, if I bet, nigga, I'm gonna bet on black and I'm gonna bet like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just gonna bet just to bet, nigga. I'm bet because I know I'm gonna win. I'm gonna bet my bottom dollar. You're gonna start to see random fucking conversations happening for you. Like, you could be at this job for years. You could have been in this position for years. But now, all of a sudden, thanks, Bella. Now, all of a sudden, it's like, you know, you're doing a good job. You're like, ew, like, why are you talking to me? It's like, okay, bitch, obviously I wouldn't be fucking working here for a fucking decade if I wasn't doing a good fucking job. Do you see what I'm saying? This is like a business. I told you, you are the least person that somebody would have thought was going to be a hierarchy. You're the last person. I'm not trying to be funny, but like somebody purposely does this shit to make your life hard as fuck, only for them have to repay you here. Thanks, fine goddess. Like, they gotta repay you here. Y'all don't see that? Told you. Bro, I'm never fucking wrong. That shit says discretion. It's like they have to make the discretion to give you something. It's like right when they're giving you something, your creativity is off. You're thrown off. The weather is off. All of this shit is off. It's like you can't put your mind into some shit. You're behind on some shit. You're behind on, maybe you're in school. You're behind on homework. You're behind on all the bunch of shit. But right when you think some shit is not working or some shit is not right, discretion. Look at the outcome. Told you. I couldn't make this shit up if I wanted to. I'll see me. I'm pulling these cards on camera, so it's not like I'm just, oh, I already pre-picked these cards. No. The Ace of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. That's what these 3 days are about. I said that. There's more millionaires and new faces being created within the next 72 hours than it ever has been in history. This is the next 25 years. So I'm going to give you a timeline really quickly, and it's going to make all the fucking sense in the world. 25 years ago, think about where Apple was. 25 years ago, think about where Microsoft was. 25 years ago, think where McAfee was. Okay, McAfee isn't even a fucking thing now. At this point, all of the shit that you have is already embedded in your phone through your Android or your Apple. Okay, think about 25 years ago, Facebook didn't fucking exist. Goddamn TikTok didn't exist. Like, you were still dealing with MySpace, okay, and Black Planet and all of this other shit, okay. Things I love, God. Think about that. So like now that these people are like gone and done, now these people are gone and done, is like, what do you do? Oh, I love that. That is so pretty. Thank you. Period. It's like, it's a new wave. Okay, so now y'all know I'm always gonna throw out numbers because I'm a numbers person, right? 517. 517. That's a lot of people that's come across my channel. 517. Why? Because Libra and Taurus have two totally different approaches to shit, but I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. Remember me saying this? So Libra approach, the bad guy, the clapback, the unapologetic fearlessness, the beauty, but also the boss. Okay. Now you have Taurus. Okay. They're coming in kind, kindred, right? But also turned up. You know what I'm saying? Like bossy, but beautiful, but smart, but unapologetic. Does that make sense? Like the it girl, the meet me here, show me this. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna show you that. Whereas Libra is like, who the fuck said what? Who the fuck wants what? Which is still rare because they're pretty, okay. And for the men, obviously y'all moon sign, but I think y'all more of the, hey sir, how you doing? I'm gonna talk to the CEO now. Normally you let the CEO get past you, and you don't give a shit, so you don't have a reason to talk to him or her. But now it's like, hey, sir, let me talk to you for a second. Now everybody's nervous because you know all of the fucked up shit that goes on in companies. Like, that's the first thing Libra and Taurus points out, like all the bullshit that goes on. They might not say nothing, but now it's like, hey, we're opening up a different department. Like, we're going to consider you for that. Like, this is like renovation. Somebody could work in construction, but I'm getting like renovation, expansion, new business, new office, new location. Okay, like this is like in connection to all things think can't this is like in connection to what you're already doing. So this could be remote work, but like it's an intricate role. Like it's almost like, because I'm seeing like a lot of screens, so like you got to be doing something. Whoa, you could be a traffic control person. You could work at a bank. You could actually work for the stock market. You could actually be a producer. Like you could do like directing of like, you know how they have those different screens when you're making movies and shit like that. You could have a bunch of screens because you could be in computers. You could have a bunch of screens because you just, you need a bunch of screens. I don't know. You could do like the water research. You know how people watch the water for different animals and whales and vibrations and earthquakes and all of that other stuff, if that makes sense. Thanks, Josh. It's something like that. Oh, thanks, y'all. We hit gold. I appreciate that, y'all. I'm going to restart it just for the people that come in along the way. And the people in the back that want to support. Oh, hey, think of it. So, y'all have to forgive me because I'm really trying to figure out like what it is that you're doing. Okay. Oh, thanks, Westside. But it's giving masculine. Like, it's giving like really, really, really masculine. Like, maybe you don't want to get dressed. Maybe you're wearing like the oversized t-shirt, or maybe you're wearing the hoodie, or maybe you're wearing the ball cap, or for the guys, maybe you're wearing like the muscle shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the masculines have been in like a purging energy. I know it sounds so bad, and then I'm not picking on y'all at all, but like I just feel like even if they're supposed to be at the gym and they're supposed to have all of their stuff secure, I feel like they're still going like risking it all. So like you might go to the gym and start noticing a lot of men that aren't wearing guards, if you know what I mean, and like just all their business just out there. You know what I'm saying? Where you're like, whoa, like have some decorum, okay? I just feel like the men are feeling like, I don't know, like I know this sounds crazy, but it has something to do. It seems like it's something to do with the weather or something, like. And the crazy thing is, like, I don't feel like something massive is happening per se here. Yeah, I do feel like cold because like I just had to go put this jacket on. So I'm like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be cold. Got it. But like, I don't feel like this is going to be that. Like the, oh my God, I'm so scared for everybody energy is not here. I'm getting the, yeah, certain areas you might want to play it safe, but you're going to get past this. But like March is like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I'm talking about, I'm seeing shit like crack in half and cars and shit falling inside of shit. Now that could be an earthquake, but I'm getting more like snow, like taller than the average fucking human. And like, I'm seeing like a big circle of snow and it just sinks into the ground. Like, it's just something like that. Like, I mean, I get the snowstorm. Like, I think, you know, the world has been so petrified of this thing. But I just feel like it's going to be like, nope, no, I'm good. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back in March. It's something with March. You know what I'm saying? Temperance. I'm telling you, it's like, it's a portal. And the reason I'm saying that is because this is jumping out of that shit. Whatever this is jumping out. And I feel like the initiation process happened in Paris. There's something that happened in Paris. There's something happening in Paris. So it could happen during like some sort of a fashion show, or I don't know. It's just it's something weird here. Virgo energy, like, I mean, Virgo is the witch. So you got Virgo and Sagittarius. So something massive like Jay-Z, Beyonce. Yeah, it's something here with that, y'all. Like, y'all really, I'm hearing like, see what I'm saying? I said that. I just said that. I said it was like some sort of massive conjuring, like, you know, like it's something weird. Like it's a bunch of, and it's not as many of them as it was before. And so like I'm getting this energy of like a group of people just kind of nervous because they're like, what? This person is in here? What? That person is in here? Oh well, like I'm gonna worry about myself. But it's like they're also watching and noticing that their circles are getting smaller, which means that they're getting outnumbered. But I feel like everybody individually has already had the opportunity to see what happens when someone steps outside of whatever this circle is. So like they're all just trying to like maintain, you know what I'm saying, like a level of obedience or something. Like, but I'm getting like they're strategically thinking together or some shit. Like they might not be including everybody because I feel like it's not a lot of them anymore. But like I do feel like they are kind of side-eyeing everything that's going on. So I know y'all wondering like, okay, so what does this have to do with me? Well, this is like the major influence behind what people see. And since these people are not invested anymore, or they can't be controlled or something anymore, like there's a major crash. Like this is all bad. Yeah. See what I'm saying? You got the Ten of Pentacles. It's all bad. The reason I'm saying that is because they have to give you something and it's very rushed. I knew that. It's very rushed. You're in music. I said that. I mean, I kind of figured that because it was just like, oh, it looks like some industry shit. So you're a celebrity. I mean, I had like 3 of y'all over these past several days reach out and ask me if I do readings for y'all, which I thought I put on my stuff that I don't do celebrity readings. I've said that all the time, but I respect the fact that I know I don't be fucking tweaking, bro. Because at first I was like, bro, why does this person keep showing up in my reading? I'm like, bro, this is so fucking weird. Like, there's no way this person's energy is in my reading. It just can't happen like that. You know? And then come to find out, like, you know, they are community watchers. I can't say they're supporters because they don't fucking donate $1. Isn't that fucking crazy? They have the most money and they don't want to donate. But they watch me. That's fucking odd to me. And they don't support. They don't like. They don't subscribe. They just kind of drop by and, you know, look for me to tell them what the fuck to look out for in their crooked ass job. And then they'd be like, oh, okay, I'm going to get the fuck on. So, you know, I guess that's the game. I guess that's the name of the game. But y'all have the Queen of Cups here. You have the Devil here. Like, I just kind of feel like the people that I know that was around, you know, the other day, this might be for you. It definitely might be for you. I mean, the only reason I'm saying that is because look, the high priestess is there. Again, it's open. 1 second, y'all. All right, sorry, y'all. They made Philly cheesesteaks. These bitches look good. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but these damn Philly steaks, this boy looks decent, don't it? They made them boys from scratch. Um, not really West Side because I know y'all. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like I know y'all, so I know y'all energy. I'm gonna say that I know y'all energy. So like the only common courtesy that I would ask for is that when you connect to a Baba, because most of them have their own personal Babas, which is kind of like their monitoring person. Um, for you to just be like, okay, well, I do have so I don't know how much people can say around there, okay? But just enough to tell me that you got someone else's energy around you so I don't have to connect my energy to that and that energy is around me. Do that make sense? But because I'm familiar with y'all energy, I probably would pick up on that anyway. But it would just be like that common courtesy. Like new people that's just coming in, I don't know what the fuck they got going on. So that's why I try to, just kind of digress a little bit. He said, well, I've been creating a good Philly for weeks. And they did a good job too. It's seasoned perfectly and everything. I can't donate money, but I promote you. Even tell a reader to watch you. Tell my family friends to share. I love answering questions. I pray for you and your family endeavors. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Oh, thanks, Lucy. He says, hey, gorgeous. Hey, think about it. Oh, hey, Mana. But yeah, like, y'all see the high priestess came up. Remember our whole reading last week was, or a couple days ago actually, was about the high priestess, remember? And lo and behold, remember I told y'all, it was a bunch of Pisces people coming for Libras. Remember I said that? And like, look how many people just jumping out of the woodworks. Like, and y'all see the reply. Like, I've never seen Jada Way to act like that. I've never in my life seen Jada Way to step outside of her character to say shit to anybody. But I guess that girl pissed her off, okay? Because Jada Way that came up, okay? And thanks, Jocelyn. Jada Way that came up and just she's like, who ever heard of you? Like, and that's like a quick way to tell somebody, like, girl, you're really nobody. Like, you're only somebody because you're beefing with me. You know what I'm saying? And that may be y'all energy, Libra and Taurus. People might only know of you. Oh, hey, think about it. People might only know of you because, not y'all, but them, may know. Oh, this is Crosswatcher. Crosswatchers, people may only know of you because of this Libra or Taurus. Okay. Oh, thanks for the owl. That is so cute. Owls are my favorite. They're my favorite animal. My favorite little nocturnal animal. I said if I could own one, I would, but I want a huge one. Like the white owl, the grand white owl. I would love that. Oh, I held one before, but they was like, all right, give him back. I was like, damn. Remember I told you I was in the car with that dude? He had that damn Jaguar in the backseat in Dubai. I was like, damn, I just hear something growling. Like, what the? Them two bitches was in the backseat like they was dogs. I was like, what the what? It's like, no, don't get scared, cause what the fuck? What you mean? Don't get sick. Don't get scared. Everybody like chicken. Everybody know black people taste like chicken. It says, man, I seen something about her floating on the internet. I'm like, it's up with Jada. No, for real. I don't like messing with the Empresses. They was talking junk about her because they were saying like her butt was fake. But I'm thinking like if you know anything about, out here, cosmetic surgery is very big. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're the cosmetic mecca in Beverly Hills. it's the plastic surgery mecca. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, stinker butts. And so you can't get mad at nobody because they want to go like those little dots that y'all see. I mean, I'm sure y'all already know because y'all we all have considered getting plastic surgery at one point. You know what I'm saying? Um, but those little dots are fat injections. You know what I mean? So it's not like you got a full. I'm about to just put a whole bunch of silicone in your butt type of thing. She gets fat injections, and after you get so many of them, it starts to retain and hold the fat. That's why they were talking junk in the media. Remember about them taking fat from carcasses. You know what I'm saying? They're literally using expired humans and they're taking the fat from the expired humans and they're stowing it and then they're using it for fat transfers and it's just like ew, disgusting. Okay. Oops. But she's literally getting stuff taken like from her sides and putting it in, like other places. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know. It says I read about that. Yeah, it was like a really big thing. Let me know if y'all can hear me. It says like let her do what she want with her body, cause I for sure will have surgery. I'll pop out some kids. No, for real. Like, can y'all hear me? Um, oh, y'all can hear me? Okay. But yeah, like that was like one of the things. But I'm thinking like it's like why, it's like the revenge of the water signs right now. It's like the revenge of the water signs. It's like all the water signs are trying to like kind of like nitpick and bother, but this ain't the time for them to bother Libra. I'm telling you that right now. They ain't dare gonna come for Taurus. They will never dare to come for Taurus. But you will see them definitely try to pop out for Libra. But I think what people miss is Libras consume water because water and air is H2O. So he who don't give a fuck about the argument wins. And we all know that water signs be pressed as fuck. They be pressed for a W real bad. It almost seemed like every chick that was like on my ass, it was almost always a water sign. And then you whoop their ass and they sitting there looking fucking stupid. And it's like, why is he looking dumb as fuck when you're the problem? I hope this makes sense. I hope this makes sense. I'm only saying this because I feel like somebody has until March or this storm. It'll be something, but it won't be all that it's supposed to be until March. Something in March is like petrifying. It says sister is a Cancer. I love her. She can be mean though. No, for real, especially Pisces. No, for real. You know what's crazy? It's just certain signs that I refuse to let like get. You know what I'm saying? Like to piss me off. Like it's just certain signs. Like fire and water. I think it's any sign. But I just feel like it's mainly water and fire. Like those are probably the two major elements that I just disregard. Like when it comes to somebody coming to fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? It be like, not saying that like an earth sign could do anything either. But I'm not gonna lie. I was married. I was in a relationship for years with Pisces. I was in awe of Scorpio. But I never felt anything more demonic than I felt coming off of Capricorn. Men. That probably has to be the darkest shit I've ever seen in my life. Where it just be like, I'm not going toe to toe with you, bitch. I'm just getting the fuck away from you. Like, it's some shit on you that nobody can heal, not even God himself, because it definitely don't come from God. So I just feel like for whoever it is that I'm talking to here, something for you is expanding in March. Like, there's something massive and on a massive note that's happening for you in March. You got the Knight of Cups here. You got the Six of Wands, a King of Pentacles in reverse. The Four of Pentacles in reverse and Six of Cups in reverse. And you have the Lovers. I feel like you're going to get something because it's your time to get it. And it only is going to keep growing. Something starts for you in the next 24 to 48 hours. I won't even let no water sign person get near me for real anymore. Now I'm wiser. Facts. But you're starting to realize that it's just a bunch of fluff and bullshit and games. Mind games especially. Yo, I was just about to say, my ex-husband was with him for 6 years. Been 3 years since we broke up. Confirmation. Yeah, like they definitely have like some of the worst. They have that unexplainable energy. And like, they probably the main people that I've seen that can hire other spirits to work for them. Like, them and Aries. Oh, and Aquarius. Yep. Aries and Aquarius. They have a tendency of like, they'll like a Aries will get an Aquarius to work for them in the ethers. So if they can't get to you, they'll hire like the other sign on some demonic shit. So I feel like Caps do that, but they do that with a Pisces. Or they do that with a Scorpio. Or Aries. Or Aqua or Leo. I hate to say it too, or even a Libra. Oh, I didn't know the birth pattern before I dated someone. Facts. They said, yep, my car and place coming, can't wait, period. I said, hey girl, happy Friday, y'all. Hey, Stink. Got to know the birth chart. And you know what's crazy? If I bet I'm betting on black, I can bet y'all see a trend. I remember it was 1 month, y'all. My big slow ass. I dated the same sign backwards. It was like Libra Sun, Cancer Moon, Scorpio Rising. Ended up meeting the Scorpio, Libra Moon, Cancer Rising. It was just like, girl, you know, it was so crazy. Like, it was like you noticed the patterns. It was even more crazy is we just be like, oh, you know, maybe this part would be different. You know what I'm saying? He said, oh, what the hell? Your YouTube calls up your life, and I had to search you to find you. It wasn't on my history or in my last search description. Oh, they keep doing that. I said, TQ told me, she said, looking up what I move. Watch. Yep, all day. Half telling me back to back. Let me look it up. I'm trying to tell you. The whole time you thinking you dating somebody because they got a different sun sign, would be the same person. And I feel like that's what the fuck they doing with the planets right now. I feel like that's what they doing with the planets. I feel like at this very moment, we think we getting away from Saturn, and then Neptune will step up. Well, Pisces are besties. So Jupiter steps up because Jupiter gonna get rid of Pisces. Jupiter gonna get rid of Saturn. Like, you want to piss the Capricorn off? Find a Sagittarius. My bad, y'all. I said it's Aquarius with the Aries moon and the Aries with the Aqua rise. You see what I'm saying? All things true. I'm dating the same Dubai. I'm done with that. Facts. Aries ex-female friend was weird with me and she was dating an Aqua. LOL, you on point. That's the craziest shit. Thanks, y'all. We got 3 back-to-backs. I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. It's just crazy to me. Um, just like how they, how they figure like we don't know what the fuck we got going on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, we know what the fuck is happening here. Like, we might not engage, but we know what the fuck going on. Oh, thank you, Stinker Butt. I had a Leo, Sun, Cap, Moon, and Leo. Cap, Sun, Leo, Moon. See what I'm saying? Feds do not like Caps. You are right. Left and right. I seen that. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what's even more crazy? A lot of the generation right now, like millennials and Gen Yers, they actually have Sedge in their charts. Especially the millennials. They got Sedge very heavy. Most of them are like Sedge Pluto, Sedge Uranus, Sedge Nep, Sedge Saturn. So, if oh boy, aka Diablo, is sending caps to you, it's quite natural that you're going to just ward them off with no problem, no blink, no burp, no fart. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna pay it any mind. Like, it's gonna be second nature for you. Now, when you start getting into fluidity, is when you start to notice that the water signs capture you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's simple for the earth signs because it's common. It's like it's second nature because of Sagittarius, or Aries or Leo in your chart. But when you start looking at the water, it's like, they don't really seem that bad, you know? Yeah, I'm a millennial. It got stage and hella placement. I already know. I'm trying to tell you. It had my love. Says his dad's the caps. You know what I'm saying? It's like we don't really pay attention to it until like when we start to like learn about it and we really see it and we be like, oh, what the fuck? Like from the beginning, like the play was there, all from the beginning. And like we are the type of people where we can't see ourselves without the people that we have. Okay. And so we'll say to ourselves very quickly, like, oh, well, I'm kind of happy this stuff happened the way it happened. Because we are. Because, some of us have our biggest blessings because of that, right? But in the same breath, a lot of the stuff that happened wasn't supposed to happen like that. It was to the fact that we were unaware and we got tripped into that situation. Do that make sense? Like, now that we know, you would rather go to the, you go to the what's it called? Exhilaration Center. And get rid of, before you have another one with somebody that ain't worth your time. You'll be like, hell no, I'm not having no damn child right now. And back in the day, it would be like, oh my God, that's so bad. Like, why would you want to have that done? You know what I'm saying? But like, women are now so awakened, they realizing that it's the same with a sin. Does that make sense? It's worse of a sin to deal with the dude and have his kid. Because now you're dealing with double. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think we're just getting smarter now. This works on the Exhilaration Center. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. It says, do we all have all elements in our charts? You know what's crazy? No. We don't. I met a dude. It was some weird shit too, cause like he asked me for like first of all, I had thought he had got a birth chart reading for me because he had sent me the link to the birth chart, and I just was like, okay, like maybe he got the reading. So like, and I had already not checked my Cash App because I had a Gemini. He was like running my Cash App or whatever for me. I think I told the baddies about this, but dude had Aries everywhere in his chart. I'm talking about through and through. And that was the first time I've ever in my life seen, because I was like, dude, what's your birthday? Like, what time were you born? Where were you born? And he was born in Mexico, which was really even more crazy. And I'm just being honest, like he was going through some shit here and he was on the run here. Like just being honest. He was like, whatever the fuck they said that nigga did, he did that shit. He did that shit. Like, and so I look at his chart and he had Aries like everywhere, and that's the first time I've ever seen that shit. It says his woman was Aries too. Yeah, they all had Aries around. And remember, she just randomly like started trying to follow me and shit. It was so, man, it was so much weird shit that was going on with them. It was just like, what is going on? Like, I was so thrown by them. Like, and I'll never forget that shit because I just was like, bro, like he had Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Saturn, Mercury, North. I want to say he had like Cap Venus or he had Sag Venus or some shit. No, he had Scorpio Venus. That's what he had. He had Scorpio Venus. No, he had Sag Venus. It was Sag Venus. Because he had like a chart full of fire. And I just was like, what type of motherfucker? And like, even for him, he kept recording himself. And it was like, when he was speaking, like, it was like the voice. It was like, that shit was so weird, bro. I'll never forget that shit, though. Because he was like, his voice sounded like he was like this, but it was like deeper. Like I was just like, what the fuck? Like you could hear it, like the rasp of his voice was dark and demented as fuck. Like it was like it was bouncing off my speaker type shit. And so I just was like, yeah, like I told his ass, my birth chart's is closed. He was like, what? He probably listening to this shit right now, like, bitch. But like, that's why if he's still alive, shit, cause you know he just kept asking me a lot of weird ass questions, like that shit was crazy. Like it was the way his voice was bouncing off the speaker. Like, cause I have husbands, you know what I'm saying? And like my husbands, like they'll talk to me through voice message or whatever. And so like their voices are fine. You know, they come off as gentle, but their voice is deep. They're nice. They're kind. They're kindred. Okay, so boom. But this nigga's voice was very distinct. Like it's that shit made my skin. It was weird. Like it was so weird that I just was like I couldn't even listen to what the fuck he was saying because of how his voice sounded. It was just like, cause you know women like Libra women, Taurus women too. I feel like empresses in general, we don't be attracted to a nigga face, we be attracted to a nigga voice. You know what I'm saying? And so like if he sound good on the phone, if he sound good when he moan, like we just he in there like swimwear. You feel me? We like deeper voices. Like that was some shit that when y'all was teenagers, that's what made you drawn to a person because all we could do back then was hear the dude voice. You know, teenagers, you on the phone, he gotta have a cute little voice on the phone. And like, it was like that's what it is. But okay, he was like, "What up? Thanks, John." He says, "Yes, this is nice. I left. I'm trying to tell you." He says he can look good as fuck, but sound like a munchkin. I'm telling you, you will meet somebody and they be cute as hell. They just, hey, voice sound like Minnie Mouse. You be like, "Oh no, baby." You don't give a damn about none of what's going on. You don't care about the page. You don't care about shit. You ready to go. Thanks, true. You be like, bro, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. You will pack up your shit quick and say, I got to go, okay? Or block them. And then a person could be ugly as hell with a nice ass voice. They'd be ugly as fuck with a nice ass voice. You be like, how the fuck? You be embarrassed. You're like, God damn, I gotta take this bitch in public one day if I needed to. But this bitch voice sounds so great. I remember I met a motherfucker. His voice sounds just like Teddy Pendergrass. Just like Teddy Pendergrass. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. My only issue with him was he had really bad acne. Like I'm talking about acne so bad where you just be looking like, what the fuck? Like, is you trying, bitch? Or is you trying, bitch? Like, no, I can't do it. Because I'm the bitch that every time you see me, I'm approaching your face with my two fingers together to bust a bump. And don't nobody piss me off more than a bitch with a whole bunch of bumps in their face. So don't bust them, let them heal on their own. I'll punch you right in all them bitches and bust them themselves. Just like that. Cause like, don't piss me off. Thanks, kid. It says, man, I want a man like Teddy P. Teddy P was an Aries. Ain't that crazy? I should have been born in the 60s, left my ass up. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the 60s was a good era, but they lied so much about the drug consumption in the 60s because a lot of those major drugs were developed in the 60s. It just didn't become a real pandemic or epidemic, if that makes sense, until like the 80s, 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like the 80s, 90s, like 90s is when that shit was big. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when Kingpin started being developed. But that shit started in the 60s. There's this man at work that looks so good and sound even better. I was so caught off guard with my fucking ass up. That is hilarious. Them doctors now, man, you just be sitting in there like, where'd you get this education? And how the fuck did you get to school? I know he was on that professor bank. This is 40s. I hate Cabrini. That is hilarious. Like, it says, where did they go? I didn't know that. Yeah, hell yeah. Like, remember like in the 60s before they made the LGBTQ? Y'all know how I feel about all that. I literally was just I just was having a conversation with my homeboys because like they're hosting like their own little section or whatever. Like these motherfuckers, y'all listen. I'm talking about real people I met that went from nothing to something. I watched these two motherfuckers, y'all, go from nothing like to multi-millionaires, like damn near in Forbes for, you know what I'm saying, how quickly their companies are growing. Like, and I won't ask them for a damn dollar or a damn favor. It's the craziest shit. Cause even when I needed some shit, I wouldn't ask them. It's the craziest shit. And if they ever found out, they cuss me the fuck out, I'm sure. But they're doing like their own little section with their company because they sell a particular product. I won't say what. And they're like sectioning off this big ass corner of the parade and like buying like all of these products and shit that they're giving out and bracelets and shit they're giving out. It's the raw shit, okay? And so when I asked them, I'm like, so like, what are you guys gonna decorate it under? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a pride concert. It's a pride parade, and you know I always go. Like I go every year. Like I don't have any interest per se. You know what I'm saying? Besides the fact that I support anybody that wants to be fucking happy. I don't know. And then I support them. You know, it's just like, who gives a fuck? Like, fuck who you want. You might get drunk one day and just, what the fuck happened? You know? But they get this section and like the director, because I just want to throw that out there, the director knows the type of like visibility that they have. You know what I'm saying? And so they're like, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna put the flags like right over here. We're gonna do this over there. And they're like, hell no. Nah. Like, you ain't putting that shit over here. Like, put that shit down there. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh no, no. Well, the cameras and stuff, the camera's gonna be aiming over here. And I'm like, and he was like, you already know why, you know, he got a little nickname for me. He was like, you already know why the camera's gonna be pointing at us, right? And I'm like, no, why? He was like, they asked us a couple times if he was coming. I was like, oh shit. Oh, well, I ain't coming no more. And he's like, bitch, listen, your bald-headed ass better be there, or the last edge that you have will get snatched off, ho. Don't play with me. But it's just funny as fuck because these people utilize this flag as a token. But in the 60s, those colors resembled that I did not have a problem with you. Ain't that crazy? That was the whole point of it in the 60s. I don't have a problem with you. I don't have a problem with him. I don't have a problem with her. If you want to be here, you could be here. We can get high. We can lay on the grass. Bitch, them motherfuckers had afros. Y'all don't remember that shit back in the day? When the hippies had fucking afros and fucking bell bottoms and they had belts and shit on all the way up to the top of they motherfucking, above they belly button. I wear my shit above my belly button right now. But they was wearing them damn bell bottom jeans, okay? Regardless of the race. Them motherfuckers had long sleeve t-shirts tucked in their pants with blue jean jackets and little bitty glasses. Do y'all remember that? Yeah, and the Panthers, yeah. See what I'm saying? Like, y'all know I don't be too far off with shit. And the only reason I'm saying this is because, again, another digital great era. Like, yeah, I think people be missing the stuff that I be saying because I be kind of bouncing around a little bit. But if you kind of listen to my readings, it all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? The point of this reading is when these people went to these events wrapped around this fashion, when they had this machine and they're waving this machine around, what their agenda was for this weekend will not happen this weekend. Will something happen this weekend? It'll be a fart. Maybe a cough, a sneeze, and a fart. But the real show is in March. It's in March. aside from that, hey, we all have these moments. Hey, think about it. We all have these moments of the digital era. Everything you've seen from the Black Panther Party to the 60s to the 70s, you've seen photographs, pictures. What fucking digital era are we in right now? I said, somehow I got unsubscribed from your channel. Girl, listen. They have been doing the weirdest shit lately. Like, I don't know what be going on with them. I don't even know what the fuck be going on with them. But think about that. If y'all ever get some free time, go back and Google. You notice how they try to be funny. They made the movie Black Panther because they made the Black Panther, they washed it with, Michael B. Jordan and you know what I'm saying? Chadwick Boseman, but that wasn't the Black Panther Party. But my mom was a hippie and she was born in the era. You see what I'm saying? Like, but my point to say the least is think about the digital transformation of the 60s and the 70s. Like, that's what made the 80s the 80s. Do you see what I'm saying? And because of the birth of the 80s, created the massive conglomerate of the 90s. The 90s was the most productive and beneficial era of all of our lifespan. Like, there will never be another 90s era. Like, it will never happen. And a lot of that came from what? Production, pictures, and propaganda. How many artists were there in the 90s? Like, I'm coming somewhere with this, okay? Like, I'm getting somewhere with this. So I know y'all like, well, what the fuck is their point? Like, 'cause this is tarot, not a fucking life history lesson. This is a part of your reading because you're stuck on creativity. You're stuck on what the fuck is to happen next, or what do you do next, or how do you do something next, right? But I'm saying this particular era that you're trying to figure out what the fuck is to it is actually the prime era of what you seen in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. This is the exact same thing. It just looks a tad bit different. And so this is the era of influencers. Think of how many people were on in the 90s. You had Will Smith, you had SWV, you had TLC, you had Black, you had Aaliyah, you had DMX, you had all of them Harlem niggas. Like, you had all of them dudes from the Queens, the Harlem, the Bronx, the Big Daddy Kanes and Jay-Z and Dame Dash, and you had Cam and Dipset, and you had J.R. Ryder, and you had, think about that, right? Selena, you had Sade. Think about, like, you had R. Kelly. Like, it's not like you're dealing with something where it was just like, oh, it was just one and done. So since I got them, I don't need to be here. No. That's all, like, all they did with TikTok, all they did with Instagram was create self-sufficient, independent, less production and production costed content fuel generators. I'm not going to put my money behind you because I can't guarantee that your audience will like you. But once I see you have a following, then I'll come to you. So you're going to front load this deal. You're going to pay for your own shit. You're going to do your own content. You're going to record your own shit. You're going to build your own business. You're going to create your own product. And then I'm going to buy it from you. You're going to front load this bitch. And it's not just you. Remember the number I said earlier, right? The number was what? 517, correct? Right? The star is in reverse because we're looking at March. Or no, we're looking at January. I'm sorry. We're looking at all of the changes that's happening in the world, and robots and AI and data centers and obviously the people in charge running the show, and all of the weird shit and racism, and we're looking at all of this shit 53. That's not what we're looking at. That's not what we care about. That's not what that's not the energy. The energy within the next 24 to 48 to 72 hours is literally the energy that in the instance when this machine that they're using to go left, to go right, to press this, to press that, because we get snowed in, because it's too hot outside, because there's a hurricane, because there's a tornado, because there's a rainstorm, because there's black ice, because there's a pandemic, because there's an epidemic, because there's a war. Content, that camera is still going to be on. It's a reason that Netflix bought every major streaming app in the world. It's a reason that Qatar is buying all of the gaming shit in the world. They're buying all of the sports shit in the world. Because when we become one unified planet, it looks so much bigger now, doesn't it? So you're not just an influencer for Arizona. You're an influencer for all of your continent. And when you start to think about that versus the influencers and the musicians in the 90s, well, it seemed like it's room for everybody. Because as quickly as you scroll through some shit on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and whatever the fuck it is that you watch, and YouTube, seems to me like your attention span will go very, very quickly. Now, does it make sense now why God is pushing you to do your calling? You Aquarius people, you Sag people, you Libra people, you Taurus people, you Leo people, you Gemini people, you Aries people. It's making more sense now, right? I mean, does this make sense? I mean, because it could be me. You know, my brain is a little, I think a little different than most people. I think more on the back end than the front end, if that makes sense. No, did it? I forgot about that because that was another piece of the era. Biggie and Tupac and Diddy. Tell me more about this. So now, without scaring y'all too much, I'm going to ask y'all a quick question. Now, where the fuck do witches come in? Where the fuck do witches and warlocks and Wiccans come in and all of that shit? You ain't see shit about zodiac signs in the 90s. You ain't see shit about zodiac signs in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, or the 2000s. Remember they started talking about tarot as a way to influence people not to travel to southern states, that hoodoo was a prominent thing. And so they were using that to scare people to not support southern states and our continent out of fear that shit was going to happen to you. It got so bad, and this is going to really tweak y'all out when y'all think about it. It got so bad that they created the movie from Stephen King called Thinner. Do y'all remember that? And then it got even worse than that, where you had Oprah Winfrey play In the Color Purple. Remember that? Remember the three fingers? Whatever you say is going to happen to me, it's going to happen to you. Remember that? Where was they at? In the South. Knowing that this thing of ours, as in tarot, was never a wicked thing in the first place. You only experience voodoo from crossing a boundary of divination, abuse, or disrespect. Otherwise, You cannot impose. You a motherfucker, if a person is ordained and not some sort of bot, okay? If you're a bot, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But if you are an ordained individual, you ain't gotta worry about shit. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. Not a thing. Not one thing. He says, well, my Gigi was like that. I'm only saying this because as y'all start to think about y'all roots and think about the era that you are in, you are now the person, the energy of that person back then. Do that make sense? How old do y'all think those people was back then in the 60s, 70s, and 80s and 90s when they were informing people about stuff like this? Those people were in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. Because now they're 60. And now you're their age, approaching the same era. Except the information that you have is way different than the information they had because their information was shielded from them. You are far aware of the information. And you cannot utilize the fact that you don't fucking know. That's not an option. Remember I told y'all, y'all money and y'all success lies in your north node. So shutting the fuck up, not being loud and proud of who you are, not owning your energy, not owning your destiny, not owning your gifts, not owning your vision, not owning your creativity, not owning your happiness, not owning your peace. Baby, you're in violation every fucking moment that you shut the fuck up. Right? You're in violation for every moment you shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck if you're talking to a wall. A part of your north node is, gotta get the word out there. Gotta say something. Gotta tell me what you're doing. I gotta know what you're doing. Gotta talk to me. You gotta tell me your progress. You gotta tell me your process. Tell me what the fuck going on. Tell me where are we going with this? Do that make sense? Oh, thanks, Thinkabud. I mean, I can't do it. I'm too busy. I got work. Oh, I can't do it. I gotta do this. I can't. I gotta run here. I gotta go there. I can't. I gotta. You're like, man, why am I not getting anywhere? Why am I stuck? I just talked to a girl today. True shit. True shit. Because she posted a video with my last comment. She posted a video of herself. She had braces. She looked a hot ass mess. Big ass forehead, might I add. And I told her that too. I was like, God damn, your forehead was big. I know my shit big. But your shit was big as hell. She had on a Scully. And she was talking shit about Shamar. Remember him? She was talking shit about Shamar. The dude Shamar, you know, he be around like Lotto and Jada and all them girls, okay? And she was like, yeah, you know, he used to walk up and down the street. He used to be dusty. It's so good to see him, you know, actually like get somewhere, okay? Now, mind you, this girl is famous as fuck on TikTok. She has about 8.8 million followers right now. It says, didn't he pass away? No, he's still alive. He's still alive. And so, I think you might be thinking about Girl La 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 or whatever her name is. Or his name is. But, she showed a photo of her on the subway with these braces, this beanie or Scully, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and this shirt she had on. And I just was like, God damn, that's you? That was my first thing. Like, I was like, oh damn, that's you? Shit. Like, you came a long way, bitch. Okay. But I was just asking her some random questions, you know? And I said that I was going to talk to someone, you know, because I feel like it was necessary for me to talk to whoever God wanted this message to me to. But she said she remembers going live and nobody was there. And she said she was talking to her fucking self the whole live. Like, nobody was in there. Like, one person, maybe two. And we were just talking, you know, about, you know, the way you could build a community, you know what I'm saying? Like, subscribers, whether that be on YouTube or whether it be TikTok, okay? And so she's like, you know, I remember at one point, you know, she's like, and I, you know, I said the same thing. I'm like, you know, when I first started my channel, like, Y'all know, if y'all remember me from the beginning, I used to do free readings. Even though I was deemed the most accurate inside of the Libra groups, I was doing them for free because I didn't trust my skills. I didn't trust my intuition. But more importantly, I did not know my worth. Then I started doing $5 readings and $10 readings. And then something just kept saying, like, bitch, you get booked up too quick. Like, you're getting booked up too quick. You're doing $10 readings and you have over 100 people booked, okay, in a month. Like, in less than a month. It was like a week. And I'm like, bro, I can't get through all of these people. So a way to say, oh, back the fuck off me type shit was like, okay, let me make them $25. And it doubled. So now I had to, I had a waiting list. If y'all know from the beginning, y'all know what I'm talking about. And y'all remember people talking shit in my lives because they wasn't getting their readings and shit on time. But I'm thinking like, nigga, I got 200 fucking people. It's like, bitch, and I'm only one person. Okay, it says I was here around the $5. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm only one person. I can't just read all fucking day and not eat, sleep, shit, or do nothing else. Like I got kids, I got a life, like, and I get it. So like I cut the shit off. I stopped the doing readings. I got everybody there reading out. Occasionally I miss some people, so they probably still fucking can't stand me and probably pulling shit like Beetlejuice even until today. But I'm sitting here. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna bump them bitches up to $55 because now they're gonna stop asking because like who the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And then I started doing priority reads. Do y'all remember that? I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna do priority reads. So it's gonna be $55 if you want it now or today. It's $20 extra. It's a priority read, $75. And I had like fucking 50, 60 people. And I'm sitting here like, bro, what the fuck is it gonna take? So then it just dawned on me, like, bro, like you have something here, like not the money component, but like the gift of what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? And so I just was like, okay, well now, even right now, my readings are $75. My emergency readings are $125. You know what I'm saying? And I still get people tell me every day, because like it don't stop people. Do you understand? It doesn't stop them. What kills me is the fact that celebrities will come in and be like, oh, I'll pay triple of what you charge for a reading if you could give me a reading right now. And it has to be over the phone. It has to be on this number. It has to be this. It has to be that. I'm like, nah, nigga, you don't impose shit. Like, I'm going to do the reading. You ask me the fucking question and I'll send you the fucking video like I do everybody else. If you want this live shit and on the phone shit, bitch, I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas is doing in the background, conjuring or holding a dick or two. I don't know. So no, I unfortunately have to decline because I don't put my energy out there like that to people. I'm getting somewhere with this. And so as I'm having those conversations with her, and she's saying like, okay, well, she only had like one person in her live and yada, yada, yada. And she went quickly from one person in her live to 20 people in her live. And then she was like, one day she came in and it was 40 people in her live. And then she came in again and it was 60 people in her live. And then after that, it was like 200 people in the live. And then it was 300 people in the live. And I'm sitting here like, just ask the bitch the question that you really want to know, which was, how much was your check when you first got into the creator program? Because bitch, inquiring minds want to know, okay? And this is, I just spilled my coffee trying to click back on this live. I'm clumsy, but oh, I'm sorry, Sting. We can't hold shit for shit. Our brain just be like, nope, I'm not doing it. But that motherfucker told me that her check for 1 month was $214,000. And I told the bitch, no way. Like, you capping. That's how I felt. You capping. You lying. And so she sent me a screenshot of her first creator's check. And I think because she was trying to prove and show me the first creator's check that I got a chance to see the other amounts that she making. And she's making close to 56K. Now, mind you, this is someone who started 4 months ago. When it's your time to get some shit, this girl went from missing trains, crying because she got fired because she missed a train, to now that she has time from missing the train because they fired her, to making 200K a month to 56, 57K a month to never having to work again. Think about that. While we think that all of this shit in life is normalcy, it's actually not. It's preparation for us to go through some shit to motivate us enough for us to get pissed off, enough for us to get mad enough, for us to make a choice unapologetically to do what the fuck our heart has been telling us to do so we can move the fuck on into our North Node and flourish. Your North Node brings you the bag. It brings you the bag. If you do what God asked you to do, He gonna pay you for it. Every Bible says that. You reap what you sow. Then that doesn't all have to do with karma. Like, oh, you did me fucked up, you gonna learn from this. You gonna get fucked up from this. It's gonna be something happening to you for this. No. Reaping has a lot to do with giving. It's giving. If you sow it, you reap it. People miss that your North Node is reaping. That's where the fuck you were coming from. The bad guy. And now you're doing this. Becoming the good guy. Especially y'all Scorpio anythings. Does this make sense, y'all? I know lately I've been getting off topic and I'm sorry. But it's like your readings won't allow me to just give y'all, oh, here's the Star, here's the Knight of Cups, here's the Eight of Cups. You see what I'm saying? They won't allow me to just walk away from you and give you that and just leave you with these thoughts. They won't allow me to let you be in the Four of Cups energy. They're telling me to pull you out of the Four of Cups energy. They're allowing me to tell you to not walk away from something, to do more of whatever this may be. The Wheel of Fortune. I need this because the money I spent on stocking up for this winter storm, I was going to invest in content and I was hesitant. I'm going to definitely pick up more hours so I could pay for it. But I was like, God going to pay me back if I invest myself on my door. This is your hope tea. Oh, I thank you. I'm telling y'all, sometimes it don't even take all of that. It don't even take all that. That girl said she was going live in the same Scully, and I believe her. I believe her. She said she was going live in the same Scully. And she has the shirt that she kept wearing on the back of her chair when she go live. It's like, it's wrapped around the headrest of her chair. That shit is raw as fuck to me. Y'all know I love the underdog. I'm always going to root for the underdog because I feel like the underdog has a lot to prove. I feel like y'all are the underdogs. That's why what the fuck they're imposing this weekend is not going to work. It's not going to work because y'all ain't just sitting around waiting on them anymore. You're in a position now where you want to do shit for yourself. That means a motherfucker can't trick you into fear anymore. You like, all right. A lot of y'all didn't even go and splurge on a lot of shit. Y'all bought just enough shit. Candle, food, shit that's non-perishable. And y'all like, fuck it, I'm gonna wait. Mainly, you know what's crazy? It's something I learned about Libra and Taurus. Y'all motherfuckers don't like being cold. Y'all fucking hate that shit. Y'all niggas was less worried about food and more worried about warmth. If this fucking power go out, how the fuck am I gonna be warm? That's all y'all cared about. Y'all ain't care about food, survival, none of that shit. It was, if this power go out, how the fuck am I gonna eat some food? What food am I gonna eat? I mean, not food, how the fuck I'm gonna be warm? Like, and that's where the fuck they fucked up at. That's where they fucked up at. Because they thinking like, yeah, let's take food off the shit. And that's the last thing, and I'll be done with this reading. That's the last thing I told you, Page of Wands. Confirmation. The main thing that I took from this whole event shits, like as far as like the shit that's going on about the weather, is that We are amongst some selfish ass motherfuckers in the world. It's selfish. Like, people have to know that it's not just about them. And this is why the world is the way it is, and they're so sway, because they always worry about themselves. People used to tell me all the time, like, man, you just give away information for free, and yeah, and the game is be sold. And I told the shit that I know that's game that's supposed to be sold, I'm not telling nobody. This the slight shit that I be talking about on here for free. Oh baby, if I told y'all some of the shit that I could prove, some of the shit that I know, some of the shit I've seen, you'd be like, oh, okay. That's why you act like that, bitch. Hell. Like, put me on, you know? But the way them people went into that store and took all of that shit, didn't save shit for nobody else, didn't bother to care about nobody else. Motherfuckers was walking out of the store, even out here. Like, some shit was happening here. They ain't even fucking announced shit here. My slow ass, I think I asked one of the baddies, and it was like, bitch, how the fuck you don't know? But we'll listen to the conversation for another day. And I said, where the fuck am I supposed to find this information? Because don't nobody got, I'm not signed up for no text alerts, bitch. I don't know, okay? But the way them people cleared that shit out and didn't give a fuck about the kids, the elders. I love that Brandon Johnson, the Chicago mayor, I just love him as a person. Like, he's an Aries, a fiery leader. You know, he does great in his role. I love the way he said, you know, it ain't about you in this fucking storm. If you have 2 legs and 2 arms and common sense to know how the fuck to move, it's not about you. Check on your fucking neighbors. Check on your elders. Check on the people that's old. Check on the people that's handicapped. Check on the people that's in poverty. Check on the people that don't have it. You know? I thought that was so fucking dope. Because you see a city that they claim is riddled with violence, aka Chi-Town. And motherfuckers is dropping bottles of water on the elder's door. They putting phone numbers on they was writing them on like them white plates or whatever. Hey, I'm your neighbor. Here's my cell phone number. If you need me, call me. Make sure your devices are charged. Man, that's the shit that I know God is just like, thank you. Thank you. Like, you know, it's like, that's the shit. It don't take much. If your power go out, go get them. Bring them to your home. They're elders. Okay, they got to be in your house. Okay, that's fine. When the power back up, get a fucking 4-5. But at least you know that they are okay. They are safe. They are, like, especially people that are wheelchair bound. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just stuff like that. Like, it's crazy. It's so crazy. I'm gonna post that stuff on Patreon, y'all. Y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? Remember all that time I was saying that Elon Musk was a robot? And that nigga Elon Musk came out and said, he was like, you know, I hear it all the time that I'm an alien. And I am. That nigga said that shit on national TV. If y'all don't believe me, go look at Elon Musk having a conversation with Larry Fink. That nigga said, everybody thinks that I'm a robot, and I am. That's what he said. He said, no, you're just ahead of your time. What's he told him? That's a one true story, one hand of God. That's exactly what he said. He was like, as much as I'm in space, you don't think I would know if it was aliens? Bitch, you know it's aliens. Because you're one of them. He was like, you don't think that I would see a spacecraft, is what he said? Of course you didn't see a spacecraft in space, because there is no space. Of course you didn't see a spacecraft because it's underwater. It's under the Statue of Liberty. Of course you didn't see a spaceship because, motherfucker, y'all don't use spaceships. The shit that y'all use, this motherfucker say aliens don't exist. How the fuck you go from one person saying aliens do exist, which we know, if you ever lived on the west side in certain areas, you know aliens existed. We all know what the fuck happened in Florida, allegedly, with the alien being on top of the motherfucking mall. So it ain't like we don't know it. Obviously, motherfucker, you have Area 50 fucking 1. What the fuck would Area 51 be there for, bitch? If y'all are proving that Area 51 is a real fucking certified governmental fucking project. Hello? Yeah, my hours are scary. Girl, listen, if you feel like they skinwalkers, they probably is. Like, you know them bitches when you see them. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I was just in the store. I just looked over. I see the motherfucker. I said, what the fuck is this nigga doing? And he tried to like look straight ahead. I'm thinking like, no, bitch, I see you in that pickup truck, ho. You ain't fooling nobody. You're not fooling nobody. And I always have on glasses. The people don't know. I did a little marker out on my glasses so I could say, hey, such and such, record. Like people can't see that because they're not obviously in my car, but I could say that and my glasses will record. And so I just recorded his ass because I just like, this nigga is the weirdest nigga I've ever seen. It's so eerie. It's in the eyes, Chico. The eyes, they never lie. No, for real. And you know what's crazy? One of the baddies always tell me that shit. And she's Latino as well. That's funny as hell. Like, I presume you Latino. Your last name Negron. Alright? That's funny as ever. But one of the baddies always tell me that shit. I sent her a picture of some motherfucker and she was like, she had cut all of the shit off of the motherfucker and just look at the eyes. And it was like, oh shit, I see it. Never mind, bro. I seen one today at my second job. He was there eating a salad with his face stuck and his eyes popping out his head. I'm trying to tell you. It says, yeah, I'm Puerto Rican. LOL. I know it. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Like, y'all got to remember, the people that understand the biggest piece and aspect of spirituality are Latinos. Latinos, Southern people, Native Americans, and them Ashkenazi Jewish, and them Scottish, and them Irish motherfuckers. And Swedish. Germans. Germans are more like, they understand spirit of like hatred. I don't know, sound bad. Russians, they are the same way. But Indians, like the Middle Easterns, they understand kindred spirits. Like, we all understand a certain aspect of a spirit. It depends on which spirit we see. Like, Americans, we see the spirit of greed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we see that spirit on people a lot. We see the spirit of, what is it, like the deception, chaos, spirit, liars. Because it's more liars in America than any other fucking place. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I've been to all type of different countries. Where the fuck did I go? Nigeria. Them the second niggas, okay? Okay, so America is the first one, and Nigeria, motherfucker. Them Nigerian motherfuckers, them bitches will sell you a TV with no cords, okay? You just be in that bitch like, I mean, I guess I can get TV. And then when you don't want the fucking TV, it's just like, you ugly bitch. You be like, well, what the fuck? Like, you agreed to buy this TV. You like, I didn't say shit, bitch. I said I didn't want this fucking TV. Like, they just... Nigerians is the biggest scammers. I am confirmed to believe that something is off with them niggas. Something's off with them. But I'm about to do the Cash App Live, y'all. I'm actually gonna do it like right now. So make sure y'all like this for me. Like it. If you haven't done so, hit subscribe. Like it, hit subscribe. I'm jumping right back in with the Cash App Live.